Okay. Next, final title, qualified title under section 189. Under section 189, what is the different final title, qualified title-nya? Okay. I want to show the National Land Code itself. So, yang ni saya type sendiri, but it's better to look at the actual National Land Code. Okay, semua orang buka National Land Code section 92. Section 92. National Land Code section 92. Semua orang ada copy kan National Land Code kan? Saya minta maaf I'm very sorry to take your additional time because we start late just now. Itulah some technical issue that is beyond my control, nothing I can do. Okay, section 92. Semua orang buka section 92 Okay, yay. Okay, semua orang nampak section 92 Saya tak suka lah Microsoft Edge ni, tak best. Okay, section 92. Indivisibility, susah nak sebut dah. Indivisibility of final title and the rights of dealing. Okay. Why you must convert your land from qualified title to final title in certain cases? There are certain cases where final title is not required. Even your land is under qualified title pun boleh. You can still do development. But if you want to do this process on your piece of land, your land must be in final title first. Okay, jom kita baca. Under bracket 2, the rights of final title are the following. A, the right to subdivide or partition or amalgamate the land. If you want to subdivide, partition or amalgamate your land must be in final title. If your land is under qualified title, you cannot amalgamate, subdivide or partition your land. Number 2, the right to subdivide any building thereon. What is the subdivide any building ni maksud dia apa? This one is strata title. If you want to build something held under strata title, your land must be converted to final title. If your land is under qualified title, you cannot do any strata development. Yang ni kita belajar nanti dalam kelas Strata Title Act 1985. Why the name is subdivide building. Lagi, the right to transfer, lease, charge, surrender, whatever ni, the land must be in final title. If it is qualified title, you cannot do any of this. Lagi, the right to disposition, devolution of property dan lain-lain lah. These are the rights of final title. So, if you want to do any of these processes on your land must be in final title. Okay? Okay, saya stop sharing yang ini. Kita masuk kepada slide original tadi ya. Okay, so the differences between final title and qualified title. How you want to convert your qualified title to final title? The procedure is long. It is under section 189 and then dia ada dekat section 83. Lepas tu dia ada dekat section 396. They jump from one place to another. That's why I said if you only read one section, lepas tu bila nak refer baru belik-belik, you will not understand the whole procedure of converting qualified title to become final title. You have to read the whole National Land Code, then only then you can map. Oh, okay, it is here and then it is there, it is everywhere. That is the arrangement of the law of Malaysia. Dia berterabur. This one coming from me, I can say that is how it is being arranged because I've read National Land Code cover to cover. It is all over the place. It is not in sequence. Okay, so the difference of final title and qualified title. Okay, qualified title, as you know, the land has not yet been surveyed. Belum survey, not yet endorsed by JUPAM either. And then the lot number is provisional. Usually, kalau tanah yang qualified title, you will immediately know. The lot number, dia tulis PT123. It is provisional. It is not a full number. Kalau ditulis lot 123, that is a final title. Kalau lot PT123, dia ada alpha numerical mix, meaning that the land is under qualified title still. Dia tulis DSM 123, PT 123, ABC 123, itu qualified title lah tu, nampak sangat dia. Final title dia dah solid. Lot 123, lot 789. Dia tak ada alpha numerical, tak ada. Okay, qualified title, the boundary is provisional. The boundary is not confirm yet, it's only provisional. Ni semua provisional je ni. Land area pun belum confirm. Land area ni dia macam agak-agak je. Mungkin 2.3 hectares kot. Mungkin. Provisional. Final title, the land area is confirmed. Oh, rupanya it is not 2.3 hectares. It is actually 2.456 hectares. Iaitu final title. Dia dah buat survey. Qualified title ni dia agak-agak aja. Dia punya area. And then for qualified title, you cannot subdivide, you cannot partition, you cannot amalgamate the land. Okay, the rights of qualified title stated under section 176. So this one you have to read section 176 to know the rights of qualified title punya land. Alright, then for final title, the land has already been surveyed by licensed land surveyor and endorsed by JOPAM. Lot number ni, final lot number has already been assigned. Ditulis lot 1, 2, 3. Dia tak ada alphanumerical comot-comot tu, tak ada. Dia nombor dia cantik. Boundary and land area is already confirmed. And you can subdivide, partition or amalgamate the land. The rights of final title, you can refer to section 92 yang saya tunjuk tadi lah. You have to read full, then you understand, oh, these are the rights of final title. If my land is under qualified title, I cannot do all this. Macam tu lah. Okay. Next, land use category under section 52. Okay, there are 3 land use categories under National Land Code. Not to be confused with land zoning. Commercial lah, residential lah, recreational, educational, those are zoning under local plan, which is under the Town and Country Planning Act 1976. Under National Land Code, land use category, there is only 3. Tak ada yang keempat, 3 aja. Agriculture, building, industry, nothing else. Okay, so if your land title document states that your land use category is agriculture, and then you want to build a building, katalah hotel 5 bintang on top of this land use category agriculture ni, boleh ke tak boleh? The answer is cannot. Cannot. You can only do agricultural activities on that land. If you want to do building, 5-star hotel ke, nak buat shopping mall ke, building, you have to apply to PTG to vary, the word is vary, V-A-R-Y, to vary the land use category from agriculture to become building. Upon approval, only then you can build building on top of this land. Yang ni ramai konsultan terlepas pandang. Dia bila dapat assignment, dia dah appointed, dia seronok terus buat design. Whatever lah, design bridge ke, design bangunan ke, design whatever. Because civil engineer can also become a PSP. Whatever design dia sibuk buat design, ni land dia tak tengok pun. Dia tak tahu pun tanah ni land use category dia agriculture ke, industri ke, terus nak buat design. Oh, dapat projek buat hospital. Terus buat design. Ni land use category ni boleh ke kau buat hospital atas tanah ni? Boleh ke tak boleh? Tengok dulu land use category dia. Look at the land title document first. Ramai yang skip bahagian ni. Lepas tu bila buat submission, kena reject. Sampai kat local authority buang atau sampah. Hello, consultant. Tanah kau tak boleh buat hospital because the land use category is agriculture. Kan dah buang masa dekat situ. And then your client also will not trust you anymore. What is this? Architect, engineer giving wrong advice to me. Kenapa dia tak tahu? Why didn't you advise me earlier? Why didn't you know about this? Because the consultant did not read the National Land Code cover to cover. Okay, so next one about the agriculture, these are the things that you can build. Number 1, facility for poultry, boleh? You want to build kandang kuda, boleh? Kandang ayam ke, boleh? Anything related to agriculture. Dia ada tulis yang ni dekat under section 114 onwards. I repeat again, section 114 onwards. Dia bagi tahu, kalau your land use category is building, these are the things that you can build on your piece of land. The implied condition is depending on your land use category. It is fixed. You cannot change. Express condition is something that you may change with the approval of PTG. Example of express condition. Katalah dia tulis land use category agriculture. Express condition dia tulis kat situ, you can only plant kelapa sawit. You can only plant nanas. Dia bagi tahu macam itulah the express condition. So this one you can change. Probably you go to PTG, hello PTG, I don't want to plant kelapa sawit lah, I want to plant nanas. Boleh ke? You make an application, it is called the variation of land use category. Sorry, variation of condition, restriction and category under section 124. I repeat again, variation of condition, restriction and category under section 124. You may apply to change the syarat nyata, but subjected to the to the state authority lah to allow you or not. Okay, next one. Implied condition, tadi saya kata section 114 onwards, express condition stated under section 120 onwards. This one can self-read lah. Okay, what is the content of land title document? Okay, kita refresh balik tadi alienation mean dispose state land with registered land title issued to proprietor lah. Tadi tanah negeri Selangor tadi, Sultan tengok, sial lah kau ni, aku bagilah satu tanah ni kat kau. So dia bagi, mean that he alienate, beri milik. So I become the proprietor of the land. Proprietor is the term. Okay. So once I become a proprietor, the evidence that I am the proprietor of the land is once this land title document is issued. Here, land title document, it comes in many form. Kalau dalam bahasa Melayu, dia ialah dokumen hak milik tanah. Yang semua orang duk sebut geran sana, geran sini, tu salah lah. The word is not grant, the word is land title document. And land title document comes in many form. Ada geran, ada pajakan, ada sijil, certificate and demarcation sketches. Kenapa ada demarcation sketches? Okay, the reason is because some lands that has been alienated to probably your nenek moyang ke 300 years ago ke whatever, masa tu tak ada sistem komputer lagi. So dia simpan dia punya land title document in this form that was being used back then. So if you want to do any new development, katalah nenek moyang tu dah mati, dia pas kat atuk dia, pas kat bapak dia, lepas tu pas kat cucu dia, dah sampai situ, lepas tu you want to do any new development, when you go to PTG, PTG will verify these demarcation sketches whether it is true or not true, mungkin dia lukis sendiri ke apa. So upon validation of this, and then the PTG will issue a new title document according to the latest format. Yang macam sebelah kiri tu, that is the latest format lah of land title document. Ingat do not use the word grant. Ada ramai yang jumpa saya, ini saya ada satu grant tanah ni ada dekat Kedah ke mana. Bila saya tengok, mana ada grant? It states pajakan. Pajakan is not grant. Grant ialah grant, pajakan ialah pajakan. Okay, use the correct term. The general name is land title document. Ataupun dalam bahasa Melayu, dokumen hak milik tanah. Jangan geran sana, geran sini, semua benda geran, apa benda. Okay, next one. So what is the content of land title document? First, dia akan bagi tahu, is it under registry title or land office title? You can immediately tell. Contoh, kalau ditulis pajakan negeri, clearly it's a registry title. Kalau geran mukim, clearly it is a land office title. Mukim, mukim. Nama pun dah tahu. Okay. What about this? Hak milik sementara. Dia tak ada tulis negeri atau dia tak tulis, dia tak tulis negeri atau mukim ke apa. Hak milik sementara. What is this? Meaning that it is a qualified title. Qualified title maksud dia. Okay. Next, title dia bagi tahu. Final title ke qualified title. You can immediately tell from this land title document. Land ownership. Dia tulis freehold, leasehold ke apalah. Okay, I want to correct everyone that the public at large is using the term freehold, leasehold. Under the National Land Code, there is no such thing as freehold, leasehold. The correct term gazetted under National Land Code is land held in perpetuity. Yang orang nak sebut freehold tu, the correct name is land held in perpetuity. Clearly stated under section 76 of National Land Code. Yang orang sebut leasehold tu, the real name is land held in term of years. This freehold, leasehold ni is the term using by layman lah, not under the law of Malaysia. Okay, dan dia bagi tahu lot number. Cuba tengok ni land title document, dia tulis PT whatever. Nampak sangat ni qualified title belum final title lagi. Belum survey pun tanah ni. Okay, nampak dia bagi tahu lot number, size, revenue, relevant date, category of land use and express condition. So kalau kita zoom in tengok kat sini, nampak tak dia tulis luas sementara, provisional area. It has not been surveyed yet and not yet endorsed by JUPEL. Okay, tengok dia tulis kategori penggunaan tanah. Land use kategori dia ialah bangunan, meaning that it is a building. So, tengok express condition dia dekat bawah. Syarat-syarat nyata. On this piece of land, you can only build bangunan kediaman. You cannot build anything else. So, can this syarat nyata be changed? Yes, you may submit an application to PTG up to them to approve or not. Say, you want to change from bangunan kediaman to pusat commercial, for example. Bangunan commercial. You may apply under section 124 of National Land Code subjected to PTG state authority to approve or not approve. Okay? Yang ni lagi contoh lah. Yang ni Geran Mukim. Yang ni nama Mukim ni dah tahu dah land office title. Nama pemukim. Mukim. Mukim. Okay? Next one. Yang ni saya kata if you want to change, it is called the variation to condition, restriction and category under section 124. Nampak tak? Dia tulis power of state authority. So if you didn't read National Land Code cover to cover from the interpretation, when you reach section 124, you have no idea what is this state authority. Ya? Siapa dia? State authority is Sultan. Sultan, Raja yang di Pertuan Negeri. So power of state authority to vary conditions etc. on application of the proprietor. Nampak tak? Dekat sini, okay, so variation of condition, restriction and category dia tulis power of state authority, maksudnya Sultan to vary condition etc. on application of proprietor. Who to apply? Proprietor. Can anybody else being asked by the proprietor to apply on his behalf? Tak boleh. Yang ni selalu klien ke apa, dia selalu suruh arkitek, engineer, tolong pergi kat PTG, tolong buat variation of land use category from building to agriculture for me. You do this, you do this. Do not do the job. It is not allowed under National Land Code. Any application relating to land matter, it has to be made by the land proprietor only. Anak dia pun tak boleh, isteri dia pun tak boleh, bapak dia pun tak boleh. Only the land proprietor with the name stated in the land title document sahaja dibenarkan. Orang lain tak boleh. Nampak tak? Clearly dia tulis on application of proprietor. Yang ni banyak klien ada datang jumpa saya. Amy, boleh arkitek Amy, can you please do this, go to PTG, tukarlah daripada agriculture to building. I said, hello. According to the National Land Code section 124, you have to do it on your own. I cannot do it for you. So you can save your job already. Because if you apply to PTG, your application immediately will be rejected. Tak boleh, buang masa je pergi. Okay, but is there a condition where someone else can make the application on behalf of the proprietor? The answer is yes, through the power of attorney. Meaning that the land proprietor give the power of attorney to whoever that he wants to act on his behalf when it comes to his land matter. Mungkin the land proprietor ada dekat overseas ke, dia tak boleh balik Malaysia ke, so dia bagi power of attorney. You have to go through, meet the lawyer, buat apa, akuan sumpah, banyaklah proses. It is called power of attorney. It is a document. Banyaklah verification because it is very dangerous if you give your property for someone to act on your behalf. Macam-macam dia boleh buat kat tanah tu. Okay, so not anybody can just go and act on the proprietor's behalf lah. Okay, cuba tengok kat sini. The proprietor of any alienated land may apply to the state authority under this section. State authority, you must make your application to Sultan. The Sultan has the right to change it or not. Meaning that PTG will act on behalf of the Sultan lah. Okay, tak adalah kita pergi istana Selangor, hi Sultan, saya nak minta application, bukan. PTG will act on behalf. PTG ni macam middle person lah. Okay, next. Okay, subdivision of land under section 135. What is this subdivision of land? Subdivision of land is land subdivided into more than 2 portions held under separate title. For example, you have lot X. Then you want to subdivide your land into 2 lots of land. for whatever reason lah. Okay. Subdivision of land ni macam kita gunting tanah tu, then it becomes two separate entity. It will have two separate land title document. Okay. So I give a question. Mini bought one lot of land under one title. So Mini intended to split the land into two separate lots under two separate titles. You have been appointed as the consultant to provide advisory service. So what shall be your advice? Okay, dia ada satu lot under one land title lah. Ada satu land title document, only one sheet only. Now she wants to subdivide the land into two separate lots, meaning that the target is to get two separate land title document. Okay. So the procedure is stated under section 135. Okay, cuba baca the title. Power of proprietor, meaning that nobody else can act on his behalf except by the power of attorney. Okay, so power of proprietor to subdivide with the approval of state director or land administrator. Nampak tak dekat sini? The importance for you to know whether your land title is under PTG negeri or PTG daerah. This is why it goes. Ni yang selalu ramai konsultan bagi wrong advice dekat klien. Dia kata kau pergi PTG negeri dekat state tu. Dekat Shah Alam tu ada. Hey, read section 135. Okay. Nampak tak dia tulis? So, the proprietor of any alienated land held under registry title or land office title may, with the approval under this chapter, subdivide the land into two or more portions to be held by him under separate title. Cuba baca bracket 2. In the absence of any direction or contrary by the state authority, the approval, who will give approval for subdivision of land? The approval for the application of subdivision of land will be given by A, by the state director if the land is held under registry title. Ingat tak tadi who is state director? Pengarah PTG negeri. Dekat interpretation mula-mula tadi. So B, your application will be approved by the land administrator if your land is held under land office title. Who is land administrator? The person who is in charge of pejabat tanah daerah. Okay. Yang ni yang saya bagi situasi tadi yang pakcik tadi tu. The architect gave the wrong advice. Dia kata pergi PTG negeri. Sedangkan the land is held under land office title. So he should get an approval from the land office. From land administrator. So it's a waste of time buang minyak pakcik tu pergi sampai ke capital for nothing. Because the architect gave the wrong advice. Okay. Kenapa dia bagi wrong advice? Sebab dia tak baca yang ni cover to cover. Okay, next. So, the procedure, this is the procedure. Kalau dalam exam tanya ke, what is the procedure? Dia bagi development process question. Especially for civil engineer for common paper. They can ask you to this extent lah. Kalau architect punya exam, lagi dalam dia tanya daripada ni. Okay. So, proprietor, the answer for you as a consultant to give this advice to this client. First, the proprietor to apply. Orang lain tak boleh apply except with the power of attorney. Proprietor to apply for subdivision of land under the provision of section 135 of the National Land Code. Step 2. Prior to the subdivision of land, remember if your land is under qualified title, you cannot subdivide, amalgamate or partition the land. This is stated under the rights of final title under section 92 tadi kita baca sama-sama. The land to be converted to final title first. As per the requirement in section 92 or section 176 of the National Land Code. Step 3, to fulfill the conditions as per section 136 of Act 828. For example, to prepare pre-com punya plan. Boleh baca lah, dia condition for the approval. Lepas tu, step 4, application to be made to land administrator. Land administrator, if the land is held under land office title. Okay. And then to obtain approval from land administrator or state director. Yang ni saya tulis slash tadi ni sebab there are two way to go about. If your land is under land office title, approval semua daripada land administrator dekat level daerah-daerah ni je. Kalau registry title kita buat semua dekat PTG negeri, state. Okay, approval from the land administrator or state director, whichever the case may be. Okay, yang ni kena very careful. Dapat projek je tengok land dulu. Okay, lastly, the state authority will issue new land title documents upon approval lah. Sultan akan bagi last say. Okay, issue new land title document. Sebab he is the person who alienate the land to people. Okay. So advise the client step by step correctly. Janganlah cakap kat client, arkitek, engineer, macam mana saya nak subdivide tanah. Kebanyakan konsultan dia bagi wrong advice lah. Dia kata, oh encik pergi kat PTJ negeri, tanya dekat situ. That is not an advice. Advice is to give step by step lah and quote legislative evidence. You must provide evidence where does it state so. Nampak tak? Setiap sentence daripada ayat saya ni saya letak evidence. Okay? I put an evidence where does it state so. Betul tak? Evidence must be there. Dekat mana yang kata macam tu? Or else it just come from the sky. Okay, so implication of subdivision. This is implication number 1. Lot X ni mini punya. Bila subdivide dia akan jadi lot 1 ke lot 2, whatever name lah. The proprietor is mini and mini. Okay. Implication number 2 on the land title document. The original land title document, dia akan dibakar, dihapuskan terus, buang dalam tong sampah. And then a new land title document will be issued. There will be 2. Lot 1 and lot 2. Dia ada 2 land title document. One land title document representing 1 lot of land. There is no such thing as one land title document representing 10 lot of land. Tak pernah wujud. One land title document. 2 lands, 2 land title document you will have. Soalan kedua. Yang ni lagi best. Mickey and Minnie, katalah dia husband and wife. Mickey and Minnie bought 1 lot of land under 1 title. They intended to split the land into 2 separate lots under 2 separate title. What shall be the consultant's advice? Ingat, when the client or anybody asks you for advice, you must advise step by step. If there are 10 steps to complete the procedure, you must list out all 10. Janganlah bagi 1-2 advice. Okay, you go to PTG, then you submit application. Bye. That is not an advice. Your advice mestilah sampai berjaya separate, jadikan dia separate lots. Sampai tamat proses, which is the issuance of 2 new land title document. Okay? So in this case, there are 2 proprietors. Tapi dia beli satu nama, satu tanah ada 2 nama. Mickey and Minnie bought it together. So if they want to subdivide the land into 2 separate lots, dia akan jadi macam mana nanti? Okay? So this is how it will happen. Lot X belongs to Mickey and Minnie. When it subdivide the land into 2, lot 1 belongs to Mickey Minnie, lot 2 also Mickey Minnie. Dia akan jadi macam tu. Dia bukan lot 1 Mickey, lot 2 Minnie. Bukan. That is not subdivision. That is partition. Subdivision dia kalau ada co-proprietor, proprietor dia ada 5. Bila dia subdivide pun ada 5. Tak tahulah berapa banyak dia nak subdivide. Tapi setiap satu land title document tu dia punya proprietor dia tetap ada 5. Sama aja. Okay ya. This is subdivision. Okay. Next one, partition of land. Okay, this is the difference between subdivision and partition. Subdivision tadi, dia macam ameba tau. Dia rupa dia macam tu, bila dia pecah, dia masih rupa dia sama. Kalau ada 2 lah, kalau 4 lah, dia masih sama. Dia repetitive production, copy. Partition is different. Partition, I give a situation lah. Okay, a partition of land means land partition into more than 2 portions among co-proprietors. So you have lot X. Upon partition to the co-proprietors, dia akan jadi macam ni tau. Dia akan ikut pecahan bahagian dia. So orang ni 1/2, orang ni 1/4, orang ni 1/4, 1/8 ke. Biasanya yang ni berlaku bila ada kematian orang lah, kematian. Lepas tu dia ada tanah. Tanah tu, katalah Encik Ali punya tanah, dia ada anak 10 orang. Bila dia mati, tanah yang dia ada ni jadi 10 orang ni punya. Jadi kepada waris dia lah. So the proprietor of this land is no longer known as proprietor. They are now co-proprietor. Because there are more than one. Co-proprietor. So partition of land. Under section 140, power of co-proprietor to partition with the approval of, nampak tak? State director, land administrator or state authority, whichever the case may be. Okay, situasi dia macam ni tau. Katalah ada satu lot X. The owner is Doraemon. Satu hari Doraemon mati, bateri dia habis. Bateri dia habis, dia mati. So dia buat wasiat. Once I'm dead, the land will belong to all my good friends. I will give Nobita 2/5 of the land because he is my best friend. Shizuka, Giant and Sunil will get 1/5 of the land. Okay. Upon partition, all this will no longer be lot X. Nobita will get lot 1, Shizuka will get lot 2, lot 3, lot 4. Separate land title document. Ni partition nampak tak? Dia jadi nama orang lain ni. In comparison to subdivision tadi, dia orang yang sama. Orang yang sama bila dia subdivide, orang dia masih sama. Tanah milik Miki Mini, upon subdivision, lot 1 is Miki Mini, lot 2 is Miki Mini. Partition is different. Partition is okay, the co-proprietor are Miki and Mini. Upon partition, lot 1 will become Mini punya, lot 2 will become Miki punya. Dia macam tu. Tak sama kan, subdivision dan partition. Ini selalu berlaku bila kematian lah. Kalau macam ikut Islam, dia ada faraid kan. Lelaki dapat 2/3, 1/3 ke apa, dia kira lah macam mana dia pay formula dia. Okay. So, contoh, okay. Nobita kata, I want to build a hospital on this land. Yang ni lepas Doraemon dah mati ya. Ni tanah dia ada co-proprietor lah. Nobita, Shizuka, Giant, Sunio. I was Doraemon's best friend and largest land co-proprietor. Dia nak bikin hospital kat sini. So the question is, can Nobita use his power as the largest co-proprietor sebab dia ada 2/5 daripada tanah tu nama dia. Can he use his power as the largest co-proprietor to build the hospital? The answer is no, tak boleh. For land with co-proprietors, meaning that there is more than one proprietor, Section 140 of the National Land Code states that all co-proprietors must agree. If Nobita say, I want to build a hospital here, Patut Shizuka pun kata, saya setuju. Only then you can build the hospital. Kalau ada seorang kata tak nak, you cannot build anything on that land. Yang ni selalu jadi dekat tanah pusaka. If you go to Amanah Raya, Baitul Mal Amanah Raya, you can see so many lots of land stuck, cannot be partitioned, cannot be done anything. Tanah jadi tanah terbiar. Because the co-proprietors cannot agree on anything. Kalau ada 10 co-proprietors, then if one person say no, nothing can be done on that land. Banyak ah. Hari tu ada data daripada Amanah Raya. Total tanah, yang ni tanah yang cuba untuk difaraid tapi tidak berjaya difaraidkan, tak berjaya dipecahkan. Cost billions. Billions of asset stuck, cannot be dispersed. Sebab if one co-proprietor say no, nothing can be done. Susah. Lagi teruk kalau say the co-proprietor ada 10. Kata ada 10 co-proprietor dan dah lama sangat dispute, dia nak buat ni tak nak, dia ni nak buat ni tak nak, dia ni tak nak. Lepas tu salah seorang tu mati. Katalah abang sulung ni dia mati. Tinggal 9 orang kan daripada dia kan. Bahagian abang sulung ni pula dapat dekat 10 lagi anak dia. Now, the co-proprietor dah ada 19 orang. Lagi complicated. Lepas tu ada pula cucu dia mati. Bahagian dia dapat lagi dekat co-proprietor anak-anak waris dia. So, the land proprietor sekarang jadi 50 orang. There was one case that I handled. There was an issue on this land. Because whenever there is a potential client come to me, dia kata, kita I would like to build something on this land. The first thing you should always ask the potential client is for him to provide land title document. You must check the land title document first. Check siapa proprietor dia. If the co-proprietor ada sampai 100 orang, my recommendation, do not take the project. Nothing can be built unless you can get the agreement of all these 100 co-proprietors at once. Ramai consultant, dia trap diri dia sendiri. What do I mean by trap? For example, katalah civil engineer can become a PSP. Say you want to build factory. You want to build a factory. There's one potential client come and reach you. Hello, architect Aimi. Tadi apa civil engineer kan? IR. Nama bapak saya lah IR Roslan. I want to build a factory on this land. And then this IR Roslan get very excited. Boleh. Come sign. Memorandum of agreement, contract, letter of appointment dah dapat. Without checking the land title document first. And then bila dah start project, nak buat submission ke local authority tak lepas. Sebab out of bila check land title document, the owner of the land ada 500 orang. Co-proprietor. Tanah yang lama, yang dispute dah berpuluh-puluh tahun. Lepas tu adik-beradik dia ni mati, lepas tu dapat kat waris dia pula mati, pecah lagi dekat anak-anak dia. Co-proprietor 500 orang. Lalas tak boleh buat apa. And then of course the client will blame back the engineer lah. Dia kata, engineer, kenapa kau tidak bijak? Saya pakai perkataan sopan sikit lah. Kenapa kau tidak bijak? Why didn't you tell me that nothing can be done on this land? This situation happened because consultants, PSP lah, not just engineers, architect, or whoever else, you did not read the National Land Code. If you know the implication, immediately you will reject. Hello, potential client, go resolve your land matter first, only then you come back to me. You should advise that way. Jangan ambil project terus ambil project without checking the land title document first. Tengok dulu, is it possible for you to proceed with that project or not? You can immediately tell, co-proprietor ada 500 orang, memang tak boleh buat apa. Saya macam tu, saya tengok, who ada co-proprietor ada ke? Kalau ada 2 orang tu boleh lagi lah. Maybe dia husband and wife ke, they can mutually agree lah. Co-proprietor ada 100 orang. I don't want, saya bagi tahu potential client tu, I don't want to do your project. I don't want to hear about your project, you go find someone else. You resolve your land matter first, then you come back to me. Memang tak boleh bina apa-apa pun, serabut kepala. Okay, so yeah, kalau tengok land title document tu ada 100 co-proprietor, jangan ambil. Next one, amalgamation of land. Section 146, amalgamation of land is the reverse process of subdivision of land. Dia terbalik. Okay, tadi subdivision of land kita potong tanah. Amalgamation of land is when you want to combine 2 or more lots to become one. Okay, 2 contiguous lot. Syarat dia, it must be in the same mukim, same town, same village, and it must share at least one same boundary. Dia tak boleh tahu tanah dekat sini, you want to amalgamate with tanah that is 20 kilometers away. Tak boleh. If you want to amalgamate lands, they must be in the same mukim, town, village, and they must share a minimum of 1 boundary together. Okay, I'll give another example. Katalah border Kedah dengan Perak, state border. Dekat tengah-tengah tu ada 2 tanah, satu sebelah Perak, satu sebelah Kedah. They share 1 boundary. They share the boundary together, but lot 1 is under the state of Kedah, lot 2 under the state of Perak, dekat border ni. Can you amalgamate this land? It meets the requirement that it shares minimum of 1 border. However, it does not located in the same mukim, town or village, so you cannot amalgamate this land. Okay? Ni macam kita gam balik lah tanah ni. Okay, so ada lot 1 and lot 2, you want to amalgamate the land. Upon amalgamation, it will become lot X ke, lot 3 ke, whatever other names lah. Okay? So, amalgamation of land, cuba tengok. Again, power of proprietor. Nampak tak? Orang lain tak boleh buat any submission for this amalgamation of land. Only the proprietor is allowed. If you're not the proprietor, jangan buat kerja sia-sia. Except if you have the power of attorney. Saya kalau ada potential client, saya tanya, land matter you manage first. Kalau dia kata, ya kita kau lah buat. Sorry, I will not do it. Even under the power of attorney, I don't want to do it. Serabut, isu tanah ni, let the proprietor settles. Okay, sebab anything can happen lah. Would you dare to give your house key to anybody? Tanah kan? Sama macam land title document. Once you have the power of attorney, the person who you give the power of attorney to can do anything on the land. If anything happen, they will come back and blame you. Kalau saya lah, personally, this one is personal land, not the law of Malaysia lah. Law of Malaysia allows power of attorney. But at my personal level, I don't want. Okay, power of proprietor to amalgamate contiguous lots with the approval of, nampak tak? State director or land administrator. Dekat sini pun dah nampak where your application will go to. Does it go to PTJ negeri or does it go to pejabat tanah daerah? Yeah, make sure you know where your application will go to. Sebab the approval will be given by different people. The direction is also different. Okay? So implication of amalgamation, implication 1 is this. Lot 1 and lot 2, bila kita gam balik, dia akan jadi lot whatever lah, different name. Dia melekat. Implication number 2 is on the land title document. So previously, there were 2 different lots called lot 1 and lot 2. Ada 2 different land title document. So upon amalgamation, the land title document of lot 1 and lot 2 will be thrown away in the bin, and then a new land title document will be issued for lot X. Ingat one land lot, you will only get 1 land title document. If you have 2 lots of land, you will have 2 land title document. 10 lots of land, you have 10 land title document. Okay, next one, surrender under section 195. Okay. Like I said, jangan takut tengok 229 punya slide, okay? Because this slide combines Act 828 and 172. Act 172 kita punya kelas separate lain. Okay, Section 195 is on surrender of land. Kita selalu dengar, engineer, kau kena surrender of land if you want to do this building. What is this surrender? Surrender sana, surrender sini. Surrender ni bukan menyerah kalah tau. Bukan menyerah kalah dalam perang. Okay, let's recap alienation of land under section 53 mula-mula tadi. Alienation of land meaning that the state authority alienate the land to you. Memberi milik kepada proprietor through PTG. PTG is the middle party because the sultan will not go to your level, knock your door. Dia takkan buat macam tu. Okay. Surrender is the reverse process. The proprietor, if he doesn't want the land anymore, he may surrender whole of the land back to state authority, or he can surrender part of the land to the state authority. There are many reasons for this surrender. Ingat, surrender is the reverse process of alienation. The proprietor return back, dia serahkan balik. I don't want this anymore. For whatever reason. Okay? This is an example for surrender. Some of your projects, sometimes you have to surrender the land due to part of the land being the utility reserve, road reserve ke kan, untuk water ke, electricity ke, telecommunication, sewerage, river reserve ke, whatever reason lah. So you don't surrender, katalah JKR minta, hello, your land, kita ada JKR road reserve lah dekat tengah-tengah lot tanah ni. You need to surrender the land to us because it falls under JKR road reserve. Okay, the procedure, you don't surrender the land to JKR. You surrender the land to PTG. Okay, the process must be through PTG. You cannot go to JKR, hi JKR, this is my land, I give to you. Salah. Salah, tak boleh. This is not the correct procedure. The correct procedure, you give to PTG, then PTG will distribute to whoever deserves that piece of land. Okay, this is the correct process. Okay, dia tak boleh bypass tau. Okay, there's another, the last one I want to touch about surrender and re-alienation. Okay, it states under section 203 and section 204A until H of the National Land Code. Okay, surrender and re-alienation. I give an example. Say you have this very complicated development. Ada phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 10. Parcel A, parcel B, parcel sampai parcel Z. Okay lah, any not a simple punya development lah. Example, you have 10 lots of land of 1 hectare each and you want to develop a housing development. Land use category is agriculture. So total land area is 10 hectares. Ni banyak benda dia nak buat ni multiple land process. So development component ada 5 block of apartment, 10 landed housing, ada facility, recreational area, ada parking. So while checking the status of the 10 lots of land at PTG, you notice that part of your land fell under JKR Road Reserve for future road expansion. TNB Reserve for substation and TM Reserve for new fiber optic cabling also there. So ada 3 reserve dekat situ, JKR, TNB and TM. So you need to surrender part of your land to all these people through PTG lah. So the land process involved to develop this whole development are, there is surrender under section 195. There is variation of land use category from agriculture. You must vary to become building. Lagi subdivision of land sebab you want to do landed housing terrace. Terrace you have to subdivide the building. Sebab kita nak jual satu-satu lot tu kan. Lagi amalgamation of land. Mungkin lepas subdivide you want to merge whatever lah, berkeping-keping ke. Sebab ada 10 lots of land, you want to merge it together. So you must amalgamate the land lah. Lagi re-alienation of land will involve. So in this case, you cannot do one by one. Because if you do one by one, you will waste your time. Kita submit, dapat approval. Lepas tu submit, dapat approval. Submit, dapat approval. How many processes that you want to submit, approve kat PTG Buang masa. So under the National Land Code, there is a special provision under section 203 and 204A until H that allows you to do multiple processes under one submission only. It is called surrender and re-alienation. So you surrender your land to PTG. You tell PTG what you want to do. You want to subdivide, amalgamate, whatever. Of course, you need to provide plans, pre-com plan, whatever plan that is required by PTG. Then PTG will do it for you, process your application. After all the subdivision, amalgamation, variation of land use category has been done, PTG will re-alienate the land back to you for whatever that you deserve to get. Okay, ni dah habis dah surrender itu, dah subdivide ini, dah amalgamate ini, then PTG will re-alienate back the land to you, whatever that you deserve to get. Okay, that's why it is called surrender and re-alienation. Kalau surrender saja, meaning that you just surrender the land to PTG, meaning that back to state authority, and you don't want the land anymore. Surrender and re-alienation means you surrender to PTG and PTG will re-alienate back the land to you. Okay, that's the meaning of surrender and re-alienation. So it is a multiple process, special provision allowed under the National Land Code. So to know further about this, you have to read section 203 until 204A until H. And then you will understand the full picture, what are the conditions that you need to fulfill. Not all development you can go for surrender and re-alienation. You must fulfill conditions stated under all these sections. Baru boleh. Yeah. Okay, next one, last one is about easement. I think this is the last one. Yes, correct. Okay, last one is about easement. Okay, I give a situation. What is this easement under section 282? So easement, it is about this kind of situation. So you have a fronting road dekat depan, ada jalan akses. Then there is a neighboring lot facing the road, and then your lot is at the back, behind your neighboring lot. How can you access your land? How can you access your land in this case? Under the National Land Code, it states that no other person other than the proprietor can bypass or make use of any land without the agreement of the proprietor lah. Meaning that actually you cannot bypass any person's land except if you are the proprietor. Sebab tu kita tak boleh pergi masuk kawasan tanah orang, tak boleh. It is illegal under the National Land Code, tak boleh. Only the proprietor has the right to access his own land. So in this case, jalan dekat depan. So how are you going to park your car at your lot? Ni kita tengah drive pada main road ni. How are you going to enter your lot without bypassing your neighboring lot? Nak tak nak, you have to bypass it. How to bypass this kind of situation? Okay, lagi satu kan, katalah you have this lot, you build a house at your lot. How to get water supply, electricity, sewage, drainage, apa semua, fiber optic. How are you going to tap from the main road? Sebab dia akan bypass neighboring lot ni. So the answer is easement. Easement is a right. It's a right granted from servient land to dominant land. The term that they use, servient land to dominant land. In this case, the servient land is the neighboring lot. The dominant land is your lot. Servient land ni ingat je perkataan server, hamba, servant. So this neighboring lot has to serve you their land for you to use it. It is a right given. The neighboring lot has no right whatsoever to stop you from using it, from having this easement. Or else, how are you going to get your access to your land? You need to access, naik kereta ke, jalan kaki ke, you need an access. Second, what about your utility and services? Nak buat longkang, drainage untuk apa, sewerage lah, kan? Water supply, electricity punya supply, lagi macam-macam lah. Fiber optic punya cabling ke internet nak masuk ke kita punya tanah. You need this easement to do all this. So your neighboring lot nak tak nak, dia kena bagi. So another tips, if you want to purchase a land, don't purchase a land in the situation like this neighboring lot. Because you have to give part of your land to the lot behind. Saya kalau tengok ada orang jual tanah ke apa, dekat Kedah ke mana, saya tengok ni ada tanah tu dia jual, tengok keadaan tanah dia, the land that is about to be sold is like the neighboring lot ni. I don't want to buy because I have to give part of my land for other land. I cannot have a full use of my land because other people, which is the next lot ke apa, dia akan minta easement ni lah. I don't want. Okay, so tak ada break Okay, so that's the end of the National Land Code. Sorry about the delay, I took your time lah. Okay, saya akan minta admin share balik the sign out link. So for the meantime, I will answer the question that you have. Any question? Okay, saya tengok soalan-soalan. If you want to log out, yes you can. Just fill up the sign out link. Okay, next question. From Eddie, why there are land being serviced by local authority and some by district land office? This question is actually under District Drainage and Building Act. Eddie, are you joining that class? Because to explain the answer, I have to show Act 133. Act 133, the power of local authority. PBT lah maksudnya. Okay lah, I just give the answer. Okay, dia macam ni tau. Land belongs to state authority tadi meaning that sultan, raja atau yang di-Pertua Negeri Okay. So, PTG meaning that land office, PTG negeri ke, PTG daerah ke, they are the middle person, the middle party between the sultan and the proprietor lah. Okay. Now, there are certain land, for example, jalan, ada jalan, ingat tak? Ada jalan under local authority. Jalan-jalan that to be serviced by local authority, Okay. That is the land, from the state authority. They allow the repeat again. I confused with the word local authority dengan land office. Dia macam bunyi dia sama sebab dia huruf L. Okay, let me rephrase myself again. So, tanah yang sultan ni punya, I use the word PTG lah. PTG, for the area that under the local authority, they allow the local authority to do the service. For example, macam contohnya jalan. Dia ada jalan negeri kan? Ada jalan negeri, which is directly under state. Lepas tu dia ada jalan local authority punya, yang local authority yang kena service tu. Lampu-lampu under local authority. Okay, so this PTG, they give this land, meaning that the sultan alienate the land to local authority. That is the reason why the land yang the one that you ask being serviced by local authority, meaning that sultan dia alienate the land to the local authority. So tu kadang kita jalan-jalan kan dekat for example Shah Alam, you jalan naik kereta tiba-tiba ada tulis signboard, ada pagar ada tulis signboard. This land belongs to Datuk Bandar Shah Alam. Why it belongs to Datuk Bandar Shah Alam? Because the state authority alienate the land to the local authority, not just for individual, because the sultan can alienate the land not just to individual but can to local authority ke, dekat persatuan ke, he can do that. Itu sebab dia. But further description nanti masa kelas Act 133 nanti. Pasal jalan lah, longkang lah, lampu lah, apa kan. That is being serviced by local authority. But under the National Land Code, the reason is because Sultan alienate the land to local authority. So local authority take care of the land lah. Okay. Next question. What are the significant changes made to the new National Land Code 828? This one is the Act 828 that we email to you. In that National Land Code, you can see what are the changes. Dia dah memang dah tulis kat situ. Okay, dia cross yang ni. Lepas tu dia tulis these are the changes. Dia letak highlight kat situ. You can see that lah. Connection check frozen. From Choi Kim Long, TNB Pylon Reserve, Japan given lot boundary, Pylon Reserve boundary, etc. with Pelan Akui. TNB claim Japan incorrect and define their own reserve according to their own interpretation, Akta Bekalan Elektrik, which is different from Japan PA. Who is correct, Japan or TNB? The person who will authorize this in the end is PTG Negeri. Okay, because Japan, Jabatan Ukur dan Pemetaan Malaysia, sebab kalau kita nak buat survey, to survey the land, to get the area of the land, to dapat the boundary of the land, it must get the endorsement of Japan. After endorsement of Japan, the person who will give the final say is PTG on behalf of the state authority. Okay, so if there is a dispute in this case, go back to PTG. Go back to PTG. PTG will give the final say, siapa yang tanah siapa sebenarnya. Because the land, in the end, the land belongs to the state authority. Dan kalau Japan kata A, TNB kata B, the final say is state authority. Dia tadi Japan cannot speak on behalf of state authority, TNB also cannot speak on behalf of the state authority. Tak boleh. So from Chia Yiben, qualified title is always a leasehold. Qualified title is always leasehold, not necessarily. Qualified title, not to be confused, qualified title, final title dengan leasehold and freehold. Qualified title are lands where the land area is provisional, lot number has not been assigned, lepas tu dia belum buat survey, no endorsement from JUPAM and whatsoever lah. Final title, the land that has been endorsed by JUPAM, survey dah buat, lot number has been assigned, lepas tu dia punya area is already confirmed dan lain-lain lah. There is a final title and qualified title, and both of them do not have the equal rights. Final title has the right for amalgamate, subdivide, partition, build strata title development on top of it. Okay, so for leasehold and freehold, the correct term is land held in perpetuity and land held in a term of years. This one is the tenuership of the land. Land tenuership, it is not the same with final title or qualified title. Tenuership meaning that how long can you hold the land for? How long can you be the proprietor of the land for? If your land is under this leasehold, which is land held in a term of years, the Sultan alienate the land to you with the terms and condition that it is only for 99 years, I give it to you. After 99 years, meaning that say after you die and then your children take it, so the children can only inherit the balance of the years. After that, they must return back, surrender back the land to PTG, to state authority. Yeah. From Eddie, how much land need to give for this easement case? Enough to build an entrance road? Okay, the justification for this easement is to be determined by the land administrator. An extra job for this land administrator is to resolve this easement case. So the answer is yes, according to the National Land Code, it is subjected to the justification by the land administrator. If he feels that, okay, this land is adequate, his judgment is final. Okay. All right, I share again the sign out link. Okay, thank you so much everyone, and again I apologize for what happened today. Some silly technical glitch lah could happen to anyone. I had no intention whatsoever to delay the class for fun, bukan all right, thank you so much everyone. So we'll see you tomorrow in the morning. There will be no session 4. Session 4 will be on the 3rd of August. It has been postponed. Session 4 is Town and Country Planning Act 1976, postponed to 3rd of August. Please check your email. So tomorrow afternoon, we have session number 5, Environmental Quality Act 1974, and then together with EIA, Environmental Impact Assessment, at 2 to 5 p.m. With engineer Nurul Huda Matno. Dia environmental engineer lah, PBC. Okay, thank you so much everyone. Again, sorry about today. Siapa lagi yang belum dapat sign out link, kejap saya share dekat chat box lagi. I will also project on screen sekejap ya. Thanks everyone, hope you enjoy boring National Land Code class today. I try my very best to make it interesting lah. Topik ni memang boring sebab buku ni pun tebal. Okay. Siapa yang cannot access chat box, bear with me. Saya project screen yang QR code dia. Kejap.